Welcome. Settle yourself into a comfortable position. Allow the body to fully be supported by the surface beneath you. Let the eyes close gently and give yourself permission to rest. This is a practice of deep conscious relaxation. There is nothing to do, nothing to achieve, nothing to change. Simply to listen. Allow your body to soften and begin to notice the natural rhythm of your breathing. Just observing the breath as it moves in and out, like a tide moving in and out along the edge of the shore. Feel the breath move through your body. A quiet rhythm of rising and fall. Bring awareness to the points where your body makes contact with the surface beneath. Feel the weight of the heels, calves, back of knees, hips resting heavy, the back supported, shoulders relaxed, sinking back, the head gently cradled. Allow gravity to hold you completely. Bringing a slow rotation of awareness through the body. No movement, only gentle attention. Bring awareness to the right hand, right thumb, first finger, second finger, third and fourth. All of the fingers and thumb. The palm of hand, back of hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, the entire right arm, feeling heavy and different now to the rest of the body. Relaxed and at ease. Bring awareness to the left hand, left thumb, first finger, second, third, fourth. Fingers and thumb together. Palm, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder. The left arm resting completely. Bring awareness to the back of the body, upper back, middle back, and lower back. Notice how the breath gently moves here. No effort, just sensation of the flow of breath. Bring awareness to the front body, chest, heart center, open and soft. Upper abdomen, lower abdomen. Feel the subtle rise and fall with each breath. A tide of rise and fall. Bring awareness to the right leg, right thigh, the knee and back of knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, toes. Allow the right leg to soften and sink deeper. Heavy, relaxed. Bring awareness to the left leg, left thigh, knee, back of knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, toes. The left leg totally released and relaxed. Both legs heavy and still. Moving your awareness to the whole body. A single field of sensation. A smooth breath. Resting. Supported as the body becomes still. The nervous system begins to slow, to regulate and calm. Muscles release without effort as you step closer and closer to rest and peace. The breath deepens naturally. You need not guide this process. The body knows how to rest. Bring attention to the quality of sensation through the body. Warmth, coolness, subtle vibration, or perhaps a sense of spaciousness. Whatever is present, welcome the sensation. Notice the space behind the eyes, the forehead smooth, the jaw relaxed, the mind quiet. Now imagine yourself resting in a place of deep comfort, a place where nothing is required of you. A place where time feels distant, where the air is calm and resonant. Sense the feeling of being held by the surface beneath. With each exhale, allow the body to soften further, as if dissolving into the earth beneath. Thoughts may arise, images may drift in and out of the mind. This process is natural. You need not follow them. Let them pass like distant echoes. In this state, the body enters deep rest. The mind loosens its grip and the nervous system shifts towards repair and restoration. This is a space of quiet healing. Simply rest in this awareness. Drift towards soothing rest. There is nowhere else to be. Remain here. Rest quietly. Let your head sink deeper. Lower back, totally relaxed now. Back of knees released. Heels heavy. Stay as long as you need. Feel the breath move under the belly button. Let the breath lift and lower and lift and lower. There are forests that are unseen on any maps. They are made of silence, of lights of silver, of winds that carry forgotten places. The traveller did not mean to stumble into the forest. It rose with questions, as though the land itself wanted to give the answer. A path of mist took form, though no road led there. The traveller had been walking for what seemed like days, or perhaps even a lifetime, following a thread of feeling that was neither here nor there, but seemed somehow older. The forest slowly took shape within the fog and mist. The trees were tall and trunks veined with green fur. Moss shimmered underfoot like starlight fallen to earth. The patterns of the flora not like any other, abstract and dreamlike. Some were distant. Water sang with an unknown rhythm. The traveller paused and listened, and in the stillness a feeling, a soft stirring. This world held its own dimension. Leaves trembled, though no winds moved them. Time drew close and watched. Out of the hush stepped the stag. It emerged as though born from the forest itself, not moving forward, but nevertheless revealed. Its head lifted from the shadows, antlers glimmered with the here and now. Its coat caught the light of dreams and all of our wishes in the making, and there turned it all into possibility. Neither creature nor human moved. The traveller felt recognition, like a silken word once forgotten, and yet once loved deeply. The stag looked on, and the gaze was endless. In its dark eyes lay rivers, moons, and clocks that ran backward. It was not an animal then, but a mirror in which the traveller saw a knowing, and seemingly had reached a threshold not of steel, wood, or stone, but of being, between what was known and what is waiting. The stag turned its head slightly, inviting without command. Its breath shimmered in the cold air, which smelled of summer rain and winter's end. The traveller followed, walking through the forest that now felt spacious, but somehow had edges. With a sense of falling inward to a dream or to a memory, with the pulse that sleeps beneath all living things. Around them, the forest changed, and the colours deepened. The trees grew translucent, their trunks fading, like sunsets of all our yesterdays. How can there be a moon and a sun at the same time, thought the traveller. Soft music drifted between the branches and wove through the land itself. The traveller understood none of it, and yet understood everything. The musical notes were made from the rhythm of tides, of crescent moons, and untold love. The stag moved ahead, not hurried, and yet not still. Every step it took opened the world a little more. Flowers unfurled, petals whispered of the other ages and realms, and all the while the traveller felt a deep current shifting, a remembrance of something being answered in unmeasured time. The forest widened into what could have been a glade, or perhaps a lake of water. The traveller was unsure. Trusting, he placed a foot forward, and the ground was solid beneath. The air was soft with silver stars, and the sun above, vast, but then again as near as lanterns. The stag stood at the centre, crowned with both shadow and light. Its antlers seemed to hold the constellations and galaxies, slow turning, infinite and beyond years. The traveller felt the old world falling. It tumbled away along with people's names and laden burdens, with frayed edges and jagged feelings. All that had once seemed so very real suddenly dissolved and was gone. And then, without words, the stag spoke. A sound somehow from within deep silence, bringing a message that can only be felt. It said, "You have come to a place where endings and beginnings meet, of thresholds and boundary. You have carried your questions long enough." The traveller knelt and tears tingled. A tangle of what was once mourned and what was once celebrated. The stag lowered its great head until its nose touched his skin. In that touch, a flood of visions of this life, seeing himself as seed and root, as sunset and the storm. Theo felt the turning of seasons. Within his eyes, each cycle a ticking of the earth clock. Understanding nothing is ever truly lost, only transformed. That the soul is not a traveller moving from one world to another, but a causeway between them, with true colours that never dim or fade. The vision passes, the forest settles, and the music grows stronger, swirling through the leaves and new buds. Voices of the unseen, with laughter like rain on a tin roof. Songs from the fair whose realm lay beyond. The traveller rose, the stag's eyes brighter now with the fire that lived behind them. It stepped closer, antlers brushed branches, and new blooms fell, glowing faintly and dissolving before they reached the earth. The traveller reached, curious to touch, but the stag moved backward into the crystal mists. Each step dimmed its form until only the gleam of antlers remained. Two crescents with moonlight and dawn, and as it left, with it went the song. Silence again. The traveller stood alone, but the forest had changed. He had changed. Every leaf now seemed to vibrate with a quiet knowing. The wind carried synergy that matched his own heart, the breath of the world moving through him. He understood that the stag had not left, only dissolved into everything, the moss, the mist, and the moorlands beyond, into light and stone and water. He turned to go, finding a narrow path edged with silver fern, each step giving strength and awareness, a warm whisper rich with well-being, a trust unseen, and an echo of presence. Theo walked until the trees thinned towards the light of his horizon, looking back to see no forest, only a shimmer in the distance, like a veil between the waking and the dream. Yet within his heart the forest remained. The stag's gaze, the silent message, the pulse of music and unseen realms, all live now within the traveller. And with each step into the ordinary world, he carries the knowledge that change is not an end, but a passageway, that nature itself speaks if one listens with more than ears, that silence can be a guide, and somewhere beyond the edge of sight and time, the stag watches, a still guardian of thresholds, a keeper of the potential for new beginnings, an antlered spirit of renewal. It waits for those who dare to wander beyond their reason into the living mystery where all worlds meet. Sometimes when the dusk gathers and the air turns to silver, the traveller feels the presence beside him, a fleeting glimmer between trunks of trees, through blades of grass and sun-kissed petals, a soft sound like hooves on moss, sensing the veil is thin, and though no creature steps forward, Theo feels the stag. The pulse, a wordless invitation to listen deeply and hear the oldest song of all. You are never truly lost. Step forward and cross your threshold.